Would you like a drink? Some positive, perhaps? How about a nice spinal tap? Wednesday afternoon. Just relaxing, trying to get the energy up for heading back to work tomorrow. Let's see, my wife left me a to-do list. Honeydews. As you can see, none of them are checked off. I'll just say I didn't see the list. Alright, let's see where we're headed here. My daughter was bragging about my solar chargers to a very influential client, and promised her that I would get a simple iPhone charger put together. It brought up some thoughts for me. I've gotten, I don't know how many requests to do an instructional video on these things, and while I'm anxious to do that, I'm hesitant in a number of areas. One, these are all directly from my mind to implementation, and right now they're in the testing phase, so I'm not going to put something out that I haven't tested and check to see that it is going to function as advertised before committing it to the public. Case in point, let's see, some of these lithium polymer cells, while they might be rated as, like this one is 1400 milliamp hours, and theoretically this one should pretty much almost completely charge an iPhone back up. In reality, it will not, because there's differences in charge and discharge rates between the two systems. The charge controllers also impact the efficiency of the entire system. So we need to take those into consideration, and as I experiment more with them, I learn what is involved and rectify the situation. And this is what I keep posting on my responses, that I am field testing these items to see what is going to work the best and what will do as promised. I'll get to this in a second. This I introduced a number of times. This is one of the order systems I put together, and probably one of the most efficient ones as far as what I'm seeing right now. It totally encompasses everything that I was looking for in this design. As you recall, this is a solar powered charging system with a survival kit inside of it. Basically pretty much a dry storage box that I got from sportsman's wear. So one too many of these. Here's to you, Bowman. Seriously, Ebomi and his Mandy Baru review channel. Definitely ought to get over there and check him out. He's a hoot, I tell you. I mean, if you're into politics, his brewery beer channel is where you want to be. If you're into beer, that's where you want to be. If you want to go into tactical and weapons, his Ebomi channel is where you want to go. But both channels are excellent. I highly recommend them, and I'll put links on this video. Anyway, an example of testing. I've been testing this unit out, and as I stated, this is a 6-volt solar panel mounted to the outside of this dry storage box. It's already got a built-in compass. Got a survival blanket in there. You've got your survival kit, which I went through in a previous video. You can check that out. And the point of this is that I was able to fully test this battery bank, and it functions as advertised. Rated 3.7 volts, and the solar panel charges as well over 4 volts, which is where you want to have a battery bank sitting in this configuration. So this will fully charge an iPad, an iPhone, GPS, any of the electronic devices that you might need in a survival situation. This will do it. It is tested. It works. I'm proud of that one. What else am I doing here? Oh, I mentioned this a number of months ago. This is, given the, how shall I say it, the mood of the country right now with respect to Slimer care. It's been noted that having preparations for survival or preparations for bugging out or hunkering down and or first aid will probably start getting more important and popular. To this, I will shortly get into my trauma kit here that I put together, and I'm not going to bore you with it right now. For the people that want to get into it, look for the videos shortly. But some Expedition fight bag that I converted. And it is fully outfitted with everything from clotting agents, splints, the light, O-Light S10, 400 lumen light. See if I can get you a little closer. I mean, I'm not going to take this apart right now because it's going to make the video a little lengthy. But clotting agents and bandages this side, and got your dart for tension pneumothorax, other advanced agents and our clotting agents on this side, H-bandage, silver impregnated H-bandage, which I feel is a much better approach to the standard H-bandage, in that it provides an additional layer of antibacterial, antiviral resistance. The dart is on this side, and we'll get into this all later. What else? So, getting back to this, the lady in question did not want anything to do with something solar because she's a office or corporate representative that is seldom outside, so solar is not going to be that applicable to her. She is on her cell phone, obviously, to the extent that she will drain the battery numerous times in a day. So having something as simple as this might at least get her to a point where she doesn't have to look for charging stations as often. So getting back to the original statement where people keep asking me to put an instructional video, this is as close as I'm going to get to it right now because, again, I have tested this one because it was easy to put together, quick, and I will show you what's involved. Again, I took a Coleman first aid tin. You can get them anywhere. Sportsman's Warehouses, an excellent place to obtain this. Online if you want, eBay. The battery bank, simple. Two 26650 A123 systems, batteries wired in parallel. You see me in the beginning of this, or the lead into this movie, wiring them together. It's a simple process, plus to plus, minus to minus. From the battery, we go to the charge controller, which is located right there. Let me zoom in maybe a little bit more here. Charge controller off the battery. From the battery, hot wire, you run to your push switch. Or you can have a toggle switch if you like. This was already applicable and easy for me to get a hold of since I had it in my inventory, so I just put it in there. It takes up very little space. From the opposite side of the switch, you go to the light. The hot side of the LED, and again I'm using the 300,000 candle light. Actually it's 390,000 MCD LED. From there you go to your ground. Also off the hot wire on the charge controller, you go to your hot wire on boost, which is your USB boost controller right there. And from there, you tie it to your ground, so you have a closed circuit. So basically it goes from battery, charge controller, tying it to the light, and, USB boost controller, and then you tie into your grounds. Very simple circuit, very easy to do. Anybody can do it. Choice of batteries, 26650 A123 systems. This is getting back to my statement originally, testing and finding out the negatives and positives. A123 systems puts out a lithium ferric phosphate battery that is less than half the weight of a normal LiPo or lithium phosphate battery, and the concentration of energy per kilogram of lithium ferric phosphate to a standard LiPo is about 10-fold. Also, the recharging is in excess of 10 times what you get out of a standard LiPo battery. So you're getting a lot of pluses. Concentrated energy source. You're getting a battery that's going to have a longer life size or life. It's also going to have the added benefit of nanotechnology, which doesn't require the strict balancing between cells that a normal LiPo battery is going to have. So there's a lot of benefits, a little more expensive, but you gain a lot of ground with these batteries. Wire them in parallel, you've got a nice battery bank that's stronger than equal 26650 LiPo batteries. Put this together in one day. I can do it by shaking hands. All of you people can do it in a much shorter period of time. Anyway, that's the latest update. There's a whole. You have a great day. Have fun and be safe.
Right this way. Follow me to your doom. You'll hang up your own coat if you know what's good for you. Be sure to check your netherworldly possessions